What is going on, everyone? It is Super here, and welcome to another Injustice 2 video. And today I have another Q&A video for you guys. And by the way, what's playing in the background is fucking awesome if you play Injustice on the mobile device, because this is actually a trailer for a Suicide Squad theme update for the mobile app on Injustice. And I actually thought that the Joker and Harley Quinn Suicide Squad costumes that were shown in the trailer were going to be playable on the regular Injustice game, and I was wrong. And by the way, I want to give a quick shout out to Kian Judge for actually letting me use his WB account on Injustice. When I thought that you could get the skins on the actual game. Yeah, call me an idiot, but I wanted it to happen. But anyways, I want to give him a shout out because I actually got a really cool Harley skin. I got the Batman Beyond skin, so thank you, Mr. Kind Judge, appreciate it. But yeah, unfortunately, that the Suicide Squad skins could not be a part of the actual Injustice game. But that leads on to the first question. And it comes from Eric, and he asks, do I think that the Suicide Squad skins are going to be able to be used for Injustice 2 characters? Because we all know, come on, Harley Quinn and the Joker are 100% going to be in Injustice 2. So my answer is yes. I do definitely think that they're going to have, maybe either just a plain skin, like just a skin where it changes everything to look exactly like the Suicide Squad characters, or they're going to have a combination of gear that's going to change your character to look like the Suicide Squad skin for Harley Quinn and the Joker. But yes, 100% that's going to happen. If you see the Wonder Woman costume, her default costume is actually the costume for the Wonder Woman from the DC universe, from the cinematic DC universe, the Wonder Woman movie, exactly like the skin for Wonder Woman in Injustice 2. So yeah, they definitely take inspiration from the movies. I don't think the Joker is gonna look like Jared Leto. I think the default Joker is gonna be the classic Joker that we all know and love from the comic books. But yes, he will have a costume that will look like Jared Leto's Joker. Harley Quinn, I don't know how her face is gonna look. It would be amazing if she looked like Margot Robbie, because Margot Robbie just looks awesome as Harley Quinn. But yeah, the costumes will definitely be there. As far as other Suicide Squad members, I don't know how many of them are gonna make it, even though I really want a lot of them to be in it. I want Katana to be in there. I want El Diablo to be in there. I don't think he would make it because Dr. Fate is already, a Pyro's powered character. So I don't know if, El Diablo would be able to make it. Of course, I want Deadshot to be in it. Just that mask and that costume. Oh my god, he looks awesome, and I know that would make him look awesome in Injustice 2. Moving on now, next question here comes from Trevor, and he asks, will Injustice 2 have a run option and a block button? And the answer is no. Injustice 2 will be exactly the same gameplay wise as the first Injustice. You're not going to be able to run, you're going to be able to dash, you're going to be able to air dash with characters that can fly, but you're not going to be able to run. And the way you block in Injustice is the way you block in pretty much every other fighting game except for Mortal Kombat, which is hold back to block for Injustice. If you want to crouch block, you could actually just hold down. You don't need to hold down and back. But if you are blocking like an overhead, for example, you have to hold back to block. So there's not going to be any block button, no run option. So moving on here, Ryan asks, Super, do you think since Supergirl series was out last year, do you think the suit in the show will be in Injustice 2? And yeah, Ed Boon has already confirmed, just like the first question, they're going to have these costumes for characters inspired by movies and their shows. So either they're going to have like the default costume that you could pick, or they're going to have different combination of gear that you will be able to mix and match a specific way, and you're going to get a Wonder Woman or a Supergirl that's gonna look like, a movie or the show version of that character, which is awesome because that opens up, a lot more costume possibilities than just having, like, for example, 3 costumes for a character. You might be able to have 10 costumes for a character with these specific costumes and gear, which is pretty exciting for me because I love, the way certain characters look and changing up the costumes. I just love costumes, so it's awesome. Next one here comes from Ghost, and he asks, "What are the biggest, if any, problems you've noticed with Injustice 2 so far?" And truthfully, I haven't really noticed any problems with the game. I think the original Injustice was really good, excluding some really broken things that they never fixed. And it looks like, obviously the game is going to come out. They're going to be fixing any bugs, any like overpowered characters. So that, I have nothing to worry about. And, from what I've seen so far, the game looks colorful, which is really good. The screen seems to be a lot tighter. When the characters like are completely full screen, they are scaled back because they have to, have a lot of the screen to work with, to air dash, stuff like that. But the game looks great, man. The game looks very, very good, and I'm looking forward to it. The only thing that I can criticize about the game, just because it's early on, is like the faces of some characters, like Superman, Supergirl, Wonder Woman on close-ups. Some of the characters look a little rough. But of course, we're months and months and months away from the game. They're going to fix that. They're going to make it look great. So that's my only concern. Hopefully, the game turns out to be really, really good looking. Moving on here, last question comes from Cade, and he asks, "Do you personally think Injustice 2 should have a dedicated block button like Mortal Kombat rather than holding back to block?" And yeah, I think, just keeping with the NetherRealm theme, it would have made sense to have a block button, but that's just their choice to make it different. One thing I will say is, as an offensive player, holding back to block actually opens up a lot of mix-up potential with cross-ups and stuff like that. So I know I'm gonna personally have a lot of fun playing offense in this game because there's some setups like cross-up setups, stuff like that, that wouldn't be able to work with a hold one button to block. So as an offensive player, I'm really gonna enjoy it. All right, then let's answer one more question, just because that one was kind of the same as the second question. Let's see. JC asks, "Do you think Green Arrow will return in Injustice 2? He died, in the Injustice story, but he has a TV show, very popular TV show actually, and I think that would help him make it into the game. And yeah, I definitely think his very popular CW TV show will help him be in the game. Not only that, I think Green Arrow is just one of the most fan favorite characters. I never really liked his playstyle in Injustice, maybe because I didn't really get into him right from the start of the game, but I think, he's sort of like Ancestral Kung Jin. I think they put a lot of Ancestral Kung Jin, or a lot of, Green Arrow's gameplay into Ancestral Kung Jin. They just, the gameplay wasn't, it just didn't work out in Mortal Kombat, or the way they made it as Ancestral Kung Jin. But moving forward, if Green Arrow is in the game, I definitely will play him, and I do think he's going to be in the game. I would probably give him a 95, probably 99% chance he's going to make it. I really don't think they would leave him out of Injustice 2. So that's going to be it for today's Q&A video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I will see you guys next time.